Back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Fantastic. Back here on NBC Sports on Peacock and NBC Sports Audio, SiriusXM Channel 85. Having a lot of fun in the commercial break.
There's like only things that people who live here would get.
With the host of NFL Honors. It's going to be airing live Thursday, 9 Eastern on ABC, simulcast on ESPN Plus and NFL Network. The host of it for a second time. Thrilled to have back here on the show, Keegan-Michael Key. How are you, sir?
Rich, I'm great. You know, it's nice to start the interview with giggles.
You know what? It's great to just start anything with giggles,
and start anything with giggles.
I know, and it all started with you sitting down here and saying, because you're a Lions guy, that this Super Bowl, you're Super Bowl adjacent.
We're Super Bowl adjacent. It was Elle. Elle, you know my wife Elle. The other day she said, well, I mean, at least, honey, you're Super Bowl adjacent. And I was like, I'm stealing that, using that.
Yes.
But yes, I am a Lions fan and have been since I was a child. Mm-hmm. But I think I've always been a huge Matt Stafford fan. Always. I think he's a quality performer. I also, by the way, Matt Stafford, this is a hot take, I think is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, there is a sense that if he wins, if he hoists this trophy that sits between us right now on Sunday night, that's what's going to happen.
Then that would be a shoo-in. If he doesn't win, he could still be or a second ballot. But I think that I just think that he has the gift. He's always had the gift, and really great. He's always had great touch, great pocket presence. You know, hustles when he runs out of the pocket. I mean, we've seen the guy get injured big time, and then get up and keep playing. I mean, the respect and admiration he has from other players is undeniable. Mm-hmm. So I'm just so happy for him. I really am. And he was such a great ambassador for Detroit. I mean, and what did he know? He's this kid coming from Georgia, and it's Texas and Georgia. What did he know? And he really embraced that town. He was wonderful. And we made a video with him a few years ago when Elle and I were working. Elle, of course, is my producing partner and my writing partner and my comedy partner and my wife.
Lovely person and funny.
Very funny.
Very, very funny person.
Super funny.
Yes.
And so we wrote a video for I was doing a Pro Bowl campaign for the NFL, and we were doing it with the Lions, and Matt was just great. They were all great, but he was really just focused it. I just think he's great.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that you say that you're Super Bowl adjacent because you're a Lions fan. Interestingly enough, we had Megatron himself on this program Friday.
Really?
Yes, and I asked him, Keegan-Michael Key, I asked him that if Matthew Stafford wins the Super Bowl on Sunday night for the Los Angeles Rams, does he, in a way, think that, by the way, we're back here on our terrestrial radio network, Keegan-Michael Key here, I'm saying that I asked Megatron on Friday, if Stafford hoists the trophy on Sunday night, do you feel like he's kind of winning it with you, for you, that he's representing you in the Lions? He said, damn straight.
Oh, a very emphatic answer.
Well, actually, he cut me off. He saw where I was going with my meandering question.
Did he really?
He said, damn straight.
Damn straight. I feel like it's for everybody. I think it's for a couple of generations of liars. I'm talking like, Nick Fairley and Robert Porcher and Johnny Morton.
Nice names. I love these names.
Let's take it all the way back to my man, Eddie Murray. I mean, it's like...
he was the best weapon.
He was the best weapon that we had, definitely.
For a while there.
For quite some time. It's like, Eddie's not going to miss this kick. Thank God. Okay, we know we'll get 3 on the board. Right. But I agree with Calvin's sentiment. Damn straight. Detroit will take it. I think there'll be much celebrating in Detroit that may not be anticipated from other people across our nation, but we will be very happy.
Well, wouldn't it be fitting, ironic, I don't know what's the proper word, if a kid from Ohio reigns on the state of Michigan's parade football-wise? That would be ironic.
That would be ironic. Yes,
sort
it
of.
would.
I don't know if Alanis Morissette would write a song about that or use it in a lyric. It's a little too wordy.
Yeah.
It's like rain on your Super Sunday or something. But that kid is unbelievable.
This kid.
He's unbelievable.
And I feel like he's going to be a generational talent. And what did Mahomes say to him at the end of the game? He said, he said to Josh Allen, we're going to be doing this a lot. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but you guys may be doing it a lot and still facing this kid. I think
watching him still play.
Or watching him still play, I should say. Yeah, right. watching him still play.
Right.
I really have this feeling in my gut that Burrow is going to be a generational talent.
He's pretty funny too. Have you heard some of his lines?
Oh yeah, and his Twitter's pretty strong. Yeah, right. he's really good. Yeah,
he said like he came looking like The Rock from back in the old 80s or whatever these days,
circa 94.
Yeah, right. Without the fanny pack. And they asked him if it was real, and he goes, "I make too much money for this to be fake."
I know, yeah. And with a deadpan, with a really solid deadpan this kid's got. And he's oozing confidence. This is going to be a good game. I'm really, really excited about this game.
Keegan-Michael Key right here on the Rich Eisen Show. NFL honors tomorrow night, your second go around right here. What can you reveal, preview? You're still honing the
We're still honing.
Monologue?
We've got some great stuff cooked up for this show. We really, really do. I have my secret weapon with me. Elle's one of the head writers this year, and so we've got a really good staff, and I'm trying to keep everything under wraps because I think we've got some real humdingers that are really gonna work. So I would love to talk. We could do a postmortem. I'll come back and do another interview.
We'll take you anytime you're free.
Okay, Andrea, we're gonna do a postmortem.
Lock that
in.
Okay, very good. I have other ideas too. We'll have a pitch meeting. We'll have a pitch meeting.
Schedule that first in 3 hours at least.
Okay.
And we're really kind of keeping everything under wraps because it's gonna be a really, really fun honors.
All right, first time you did it, who did you meet for the first time where you're like, okay, this is it, right?
They had me do a bit when I was sitting in the seats. I was sitting in between Warren Moon and Joe Namath. I didn't know beforehand. I think they were like, "We can sit over here," and then I'm just like, I'm in between.
You didn't know? He's just like,
I knew it because sometimes the rotation happens. Like a person, something comes up, they can't do it. Somebody else is going to do it.
You're right, sure.
And I think I was just preparing myself for either Namath or Moon. I didn't know I was going to get sandwiched between both of them.
Fantastic.
It was almost too much for me. And so I sat there and I was like, 3, 2. It was really, that was overwhelming for me to meet him. And you know who else I met at that one?
Who's that?
John Stallworth.
Okay.
John Stallworth, right?
Well, you have some Pennsylvania roots too,
I do.
from Penn State, right? I
went to Penn State, and I've also been... I've also followed the Steelers since I was a kid because my father's best friend was from Pittsburgh. Okay. So we grew up in Detroit, and we would go to their house down. They lived down the block from us, and that's where we watched those dynastic Super Bowls.
So you had some winning then as a kid.
There was some winning. Yes, we did have some winning.
Wins somewhere.
We did have some wins. Yes, and we had like two. We had two really decent seasons when Billy Sims was there and Eric Hipple was the quarterback. I know you just. Nobody was expecting to hear the name Eric Hipple.
You've also got to say it. You've got to give a pause
before,
like in the old days when Summerall used to do the promo for Murder She Wrote. He would always pronounce the comma like Murder She Wrote. You kind of have to go. You have to go
at quarterback. Eric Hipple. You heard me right, folks. You heard me right. Hipple.
Eric Hipple is a name I have not heard. And, all right, screw it. Let's just say Wayne Fonts just
Wayne Fonts. We should just say Wayne Fonts. Right. I mean, while we're at it, Darryl Rogers. We'll just give.
I went to when I went to the University of Michigan, and my Jets came through with the Joe Must Go, Joel Walton Jets came to play the Lions in the old Silverdome, and Darryl Rogers was coaching. And both teams, you can't use the word sucked. You can't.
Just you mean the absolute epitome of ineptitude.
The worst. Like imagine, yes, if there was a 0 first round draft pick, it would whatever's better than the first overall, pick. That would have been it. And I remember going to the game, and I bought tickets, and I got in, and they're like, just choose any seat.
Wow!
Yeah, like the old People's Express airline,
wherever you want to go.
And they almost made us pay like during the game, like whatever you want, like coming down the aisle with the credit card machine.
Bring the food to you.
It's that's what it was like.
We've got nothing else going on,
and it was the Silverdome was one of the hugest places with a roof on top of it ever.
And it was that place was cavernous. When I was a kid, I used to go see Pistons games where they would drape off half of the pine. Do you remember that curtain off the Pine Silverdome?
Is that the Kelly Tripucka era?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say if we're gonna utter the word Eric Hipple, why wouldn't we say And 2 points for Kelly Tripucka.
Tripucka is
Kelly
just,
Tripucka.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the days, man.
We're taking. See, I love that you went to school in Ann Arbor.
Oh, yeah.
Because hey, how about this name? Let's do some names.
Okay, here we go.
Tishmanga Biakabatuka.
Well, that's your guy, right, TJ? That's your guy?
I wore his jersey in a movie once. That was
TJ, just say, why don't you just say yes to that one?
You just said, what movie was this again?
I was in. Remember, I told you I was in Just Married with Ashton Kutcher, Brittany Murphy. There was a beach football scene, and I wore a Biaka Batuka jersey.
Wait, who gave you the Biaka Batuka jersey?
Oh, I had it. I used to work at Foot Locker back in the day in Pittsburgh, Keegan, so I had to hook up for everything.
By the way, if you've ever been to a Pittsburgh Foot Locker, I don't. If we put him in a referee jersey, would you say, "Oh, now I recognize him"?
I remember that one time.
I was bald. I didn't have the locks back then.
You didn't have, you had the clean shave.
Yeah, I was probably like 20 pounds lighter too.
I gotcha, but I might still remember it, TJ. Just the essence, just the command.
Or we might have run into each other at State College. So we might have run into each other somewhere in State College.
Maybe we bumped each other at the diner or at the Atherton Room or the Griddle or Mario and Luigi. I'm sorry. I'm dropping deep cuts about State College here.
Everybody.
From 30 years ago.
Nothing's deeper than Eric Hipple, so you will not get deeper than that.
By the way, Eric Hipple led the NFL on completion percentage in 1986.
Wow, that's a line on your resume I would never want.
63%
completion percentage in 86.
Yeah.
How about that?
All right. Okay. I'll take.
You just went higher register with just whenever a sports fan goes that, it's no good.
Fading interest.
Yeah.
What did you say?
86.
I thought you said 87. You said 86? Okay.
Now the dog. You guys see that dog run by? Okay. I'll give you that.
He only had 9 touchdowns that year, but it's fine. He led the league in completion percentage.
But it's fine.
It's fine.
He only completed 9 in the actual end zone.
Oh my god.
Keegan-Michael Key here on the Rich Eisen Show. Well, you as a diehard football fan and a now 2-time host of NFL Honors, you know the best story is a redemption story, correct? It's always. Yeah.
So it's the gas that makes the engine of our sport go.
Correct. So we're about to have one here on the show, and it involves you.
Okay. Oh dear.
Okay. Last time you were here, I don't know. You've appeared on many shows and had many moments. But last time you were here, we played the game Start, Bench, Cut, where we gave you 3 choices. You have to start one, bench one, cut one.
Yep.
And then we gave you one specific version of it in which Mike Del Tufo, after he had already claimed on the show and to you, he was the Bill Walsh of audio.
He did. He said the Bill Walsh of audio.
Yes.
You really set it up there, buddy.
I did.
And then botched the playing of said audio.
Right. We'd never heard the audio.
And you. That's correct.
Which makes him the Darryl Rogers of audio.
That's not. I mean, even if he'd called you the Wayne Fonts of audio, that'd have been better of a compliment
than the Darryl Rogers or the Marty Morningwig.
Morningwig.
Wow. Oh boy, I better stop.
Oh, wow. This is great. So we're plumbing depths. So at any rate, we'd like to play one more version of Start, Bench, Cut with you. That also includes some audio, so he can finish up strong and redeem himself.
I want that for you. Okay. I want this redemption story to end with a happy ending.
So here we go. Here's another version of Start, Bench, Cut. Three items for Keegan-Michael Key, the host of NFL Honors. Let's hit it right here.
Time. Start. Bench. Just sit down and be quiet. Or cut.
All right, we're off to the first. We're off to a roaring start. I heard that and I saw it as well. So we're good. Production value is a go. Production value is a go.
Up from here.
Yes, we've got momentum.
Okay, first one for you, Keegan-Michael Key.
Yes.
Your outstanding podcast, History of Sketch Comedy. We all enjoyed it immensely.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Start, Bench, Cut. We've given you 3 of some of the best sketch comedy sketches. Okay?
Copy that.
Start, Bench, Cut. First one is Who's On First?
Yep.
The Monty Python Dead Parrot sketch, or the SNL Cowbell sketch. These are just 3 that we just pulled out.
Okay.
Start one, bench one, cut one. Keegan-Michael Key.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm going to start the classic. I think we've got to start with the veteran.
Okay.
Right, we're going to start with Who's On First.
Okay.
Just on patter alone, One of the greatest double acts of all time, certainly in living memory.
Yes.
And then, okay, so now it's the toss-up between who I'm going to bench and who I'm going to cut.
This is it.
Oh, boy, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to have... It's Cowbell and Dead Parrot.
Yes, that's your choices. You have to bench one and cut one.
I'm going to bench Dead Parrot.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut Cowbell. Cowbell has a very strong middle. But the hardest part of a sketch is always the blow. It's always the button or the end.
Yes.
Not the strongest ending.
Yes.
A great middle. Long middle, not a great ending. Dead Parrot, better ending. So that's my, There you go.
That's and I love breaking down comedy like that as a science. Yeah. And so the sketch technically needed a little more cowbell for you.
I needed a little, because I got a fever. I didn't need more cowbell.
It's got a prescription. That is one of the best lines. Okay.
And it's Pat, because I don't want to cut. It's a very talented, very gifted player, but you got to cut somebody.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole part of this endeavor. It's very difficult. All right. So obviously, you and Jordan Peele, a phenomenal team for all those years, and one of your best sketches, and we talked about it before, is certainly for this week for football, where the players are announcing their names on a Monday Night Football. And you said Jordan once came with a list of like 4.
Literally just came to work and just set like 5 pages in front of me with all of these names written out. He was just
and then
up
you
the
just
night before.
then chose which ones were the best.
And it was almost all of them perfectly to that script. I was like, this is amazing. And I think I said I wouldn't cut any of them. And the only thing I added was Dan Smith. I said we just need a white guy named Dan Smith, and he has to go to BYU.
I love it.
That was it.
It's so funny. Okay, so we have come up with 3 names from the 60s and 70s of actual players, and you need to start one, bench one, and cut one as to which ones could have made this list.
Copy that. Okay, here we go.
This is real. Here we go. I wrote this down. The first name on is Dick Shiner. Okay.
Oh, Dick Shiner.
Dick Shiner was an 11-year veteran quarterback with 6 different teams. So Dick Shiner was a journeyman. Okay.
I mean, look, even in Dick Shiner's card, he's literally wearing a Browns uniform, and there's a serious logo.
He went all over the place.
This guy was
okay. Speaking of the Browns, there's a wide receiver who played 6 years in the league, all with the Browns. His name was Fair Hooker.
Fair Hooker.
That is his name.
Okay. I had to reread that a couple times. Yes. Am I reading that right?
That's correct. Fair Hooker.
Fair Hooker.
And then on the left on your screen was 1 year. He was a one-hit wonder, unfortunately. Wonder Monds, a defensive back. We have his card from the University of Nebraska. He played 1 year in the league in 1976. His real name, his full name, in case you're wondering.
I am wondering.
Wonderful, terrific Monds Jr.
Okay. Well,
we're
starting. We have to start. Not to Calvin Johnson you, but we're clearly starting. Wonderful,
terrific
Monds Jr.
That's correct.
Junior.
That's right. That was his name. So then I guess you have to bench Dick Shiner.
We're benching
Fair Hooker.
We're benching Fair Hooker.
Yes.
We're cutting Dick Shiner because of Fair Hooker. That's really. I don't.
It's what we're all looking for.
I'm overwhelmed with the amount of jokes that I could come up with that I can't even spit one out. My man's name.
Yes.
But there's 2 ways to take that.
Yes.
Either this monetarily works out for everyone, or just adequate hooker.
You did okay.
Middling. Right. Could go either way.
The prices were comparable.
Hey now. Yes, and by the way, cutting Dick Shiner is the first bris in the history of the Rich Eisen Show.
Hey! There we go.
I can make that joke.
I'm starting that.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to bench or cut yet, but I'm starting that.
Now, the big finish.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Hold on. I got to drink some water.
Okay, well, he's got to hydrate.
He's got to hydrate. It's been going swimmingly.
Okay. Here we go.
It's been going swimmingly.
Focus, Mike. Here we go.
Mike, swimmingly, it's been going. Here we go. Let's strong finish.
We have 3 of the most famous NFL films wired for sound cuts.
Oh, this is great.
Okay. Mike Del Tufo, just play the first one. Go for it. What the hell's going on out here? That's the
Hank
thing.
Stram.
You heard that.
Hank Stram, I heard that.
No, it's Vince Lombardi. What the hell's going on out there?
That's Vince Lombardi.
That's correct.
It might have been that game, but it's Vince Lombardi. Sorry.
Okay, go.
Pump it in there, baby. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
That's Hank Stram.
There's Hank Stram.
Okay, and then the last one is Shannon Sharp. Go ahead.
We need as many men as you can spare, because we are killing the Patriots. So call the dogs off. Send the National Guard, please. They need emergency help.
Okay, so those are the. First of all, you heard them all.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
The whole thing.
I heard Mike. Well done.
Redemption.
You are up to. You're like at Ron Rivera status right now. On your way to Bill
Two-time coach of the
Walsh.
year. Two-time coach of the year.
I'll take
Ron
Andy
Rivera.
Reid. I got one.
You take Andy Reid.
I'll take the one.
So those are your three choices.
Okay.
You must start one, bench one, and cut one. Can you return to the music now, Mike? Is that possible?
yes,
Okay,
of
very
course.
good. There you go. So go for it.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm already torn on the start. I am a big fan of a 50-cent word. I really love a 50-cent word. But the pithiness and cleverness of calling the National Guard, because no one knew that was coming in the line. You got a great zinger. Talk about a good blow for a sketch.
Yes, there you go.
You did. I have to, as a sketch artist.
Yes, sir.
I have to start the person who put a great button on the end of their sketch. So that's Shannon Sharp.
There you go.
We're starting him.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm literally about to do this.
I know.
As I'm sitting next to this
where
trophy,
you're going.
I'm sitting next to this trophy, and I'm literally about to do this. Everybody, forgive me.
Wow.
I have to bench, matriculate down the field, and I have to cut. What the hell is going on out there? What the hell is going on in here? I just cut Vince Lombardi.
Next to the trophy.
Next to the trophy.
Named after him.
I apologize to the NFL. I apologize to the Tiffany Company. I apologize. You get that? I apologize to everybody who works at the Rich Eisen Show. I apologize to my driver who has to get me to rehearsal as fast as possible so I don't get mobbed outside by his football historians. Whoever else, I'm missing somebody. I apologize to Olivia, my makeup artist.
Eric Hipple. You're forgetting Eric Hipple.
I'm forgetting Eric Hipple. My sincerest apology.
Coach
Eric
Puka.
Hipple. But come on. He said matriculating.
He did.
That's a good
Come on,
word.
boys. Come on, boys.
Come on, boys. It's matriculating. Come on, baby.
Hey.
And I think
He was a great Hank Stram was a good example
Yes.
of the 60s. Come on, baby.
You're trying
Pump it in there, baby. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
as he's wearing a sport coat with the Chiefs crest patch on it, right?
I mean, it was just great.
amazing.
It was just charming. Yeah.
This was amazing
Mike.
as I expected. Yes.
High five.
Yeah.
Del Tufo.
More water.
Redemption. Careful. Yeah.
Well done.
You can't now pull a hamstring now. That would be bad. That would be bad.
Because I didn't hydrate
You can't
the
do
last
that.
time. It
It's
helps.
okay. Be
Put some
careful.
lemon on
Very
there.
good. He's been sweating bullets, literally.
the whole show.
Good, Mike. You're good. You're good.
I never even remembered the lines from the Predator one. Because I didn't hear them.
You didn't hear.
I didn't hear them.
Apparently, wonderful Monds, CFL legend.
Oh, really? And did he play for the Eskimos, the Edmonton Eskimos?
I don't know. Someone named Jerkface Loser just tweeted.
I'm starting Jerkface Loser. I'm starting.
What school did he go to? What school did Jerkface Loser go to?
Santa Monica College.
Santa Monica
Occidentally,
adjacent. Oh my God.
Ottawa Rough Riders.
There you go.
The Ottawa Rough Riders,
Ottawa
who
Rough Riders.
I don't even know if they went away and then came back.
Oh my
like
God.
that Ottawa was a team, then they weren't a team, and now they think they're a team again. That's amazing.
You're the man. I literally,
wow,
my
guys.
sides hurt every time you come here, man.
It's always a distinct pleasure.
Thank you.
For me
Right
to
back
be here.
at you. Keegan-Michael Key. Everybody watch NFL Honors again, airing live tomorrow night, Thursday night, 9 Eastern on ABC, simulcast on ESPN Plus and NFL Network. You're the man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Rich.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.